Hi everyone, today we're talking with Jennifer, a.k.a. Jenny Penny. She loves Rocky Road ice cream, wishes she was from Scotland. Jennifer has once been a shady telemarketer. She hates hot dogs and does origami to relax. She has a collection of over 2,000 magic cards, and today she's sharing about her recent trip to Myrtle Beach.
Welcome, Jennifer. So we're going to start our timer for the 7 minutes and tell us about these magic cards. This is so cool.
Yeah, I play Magic the Gathering, and I love the game, and I buy cards like all the time. It's like my secret addiction. It's not so secret. I think everybody knows that I have like a huge duffel bag filled with magic cards.
Oh my gosh.
I kind of like estimated it at like 2,000 magic cards, but it's probably like way more than that.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. So let's jump in and hear about your recent trip to Myrtle Beach. So tell us about where when you went and.
Yeah, I went at the end of August with my son, and we went with his dad and my ex-husband. It was just like an easier way to like do a trip. We had originally planned on going to Disney World, but with like everything that was going on, it was just not a like reasonable expectation to like go there. So we decided to go to Myrtle Beach, so we could get some like beach weather in and do something fun. Like my son really enjoyed it. I learned a lot of stuff about Myrtle Beach. Like I had never been there before. Oh, I've been there once,
Yes,
but it was like a quick
there,
like.
so.
What'd you say?
I've never been there either, so that's why I'm anxious to hear if it's like right on the beach and if there's like game. What kind of setup is it? Is it
Yeah, they have a boardwalk, and we stayed like about 5 minutes from the beach, so it was like a 5-minute walk to the beach from our hotel. They have like a little like amusement park down there, and they have like some like Ripley's Believe It or Not sites. It's really fun. The beach was very fun, and my son really had a great time. I was a little concerned when we went because he has autism that it wasn't going to be as fun for him, because I wasn't exactly sure like what they had down there like for kids.
right.
When I went there, because everybody that I've talked to has like gone down there with their friends in like college and things like that. So when we went down there, I kind of went down there a little bit blind, but I had like things prepared for me.
Good.
I brought like all the things that my son enjoys, just in case there wasn't that much stuff to do. And we really like relied heavily on like Google Maps and Google reviews.
Oh, that's good to know. Those are some good tips for people about the Google Maps and the tips to find out things to do or what might be appropriate for kids.
So was it what you expected, Jennifer? Did you, did you get to do some of the things you planned, or did you find unexpected activities to do?
There were some unexpected activities. Like I had planned on, they have this like really big, I want to call it a Wonder Wheel, because I live in Coney Island, and they call it a Wonder Wheel there, but I think it's like it's not I think it's a Ferris wheel. I think that's the proper term for it. There, and you can like stand up in it, and it has like big glass, and I wanted to go on that, but it was closed down because there was like a hurricane coming.
Oh.
So what was open was this like little sideshow kind of like family amusement park, which was still very fun, and I think we had a little bit more fun doing that than we would have going to see the Ferris wheel.
That's cool. And I apologize. They're doing some tree work outside, so I keep putting myself on mute. But I think they were right out my window just a minute ago, so we'll just keep going.
Yeah, that's okay. They always choose to do tree work or outside
Oh,
work
yeah.
at the very most impromptu time.
Right.
Don't they? Like, why?
So
Why right this
true.
minute? So, this is with your son and those issues, there, there's some special things. As you said, you brought activities along for him in case there wasn't something to do. Did he really enjoy the trip? Did you find that was, what you expected there too?
Yeah, I was expecting for him to have like a lot of meltdowns because like he has autism, so like occasionally things that don't work in the way that he expects them to, or like he just doesn't like the texture of something, and
Yeah.
that can be a little difficult. So what we did was like for the beach, he didn't really like how dry sand feels on his feet.
Mm.
So we got him some Crocs to
Oh,
better like
perfect.
navigate that so that we could walk up to the water and he likes the feel of like the wet sand. I guess it's not as grainy in your toes.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
I agree with him
you know,
100%.
I would have
Yeah.
been wearing the Crocs too. I'm always like that. I wear shoes down to the water's edge and then,
Yeah.
trying to carry them or whatever.
yeah, and he really enjoyed the beach. Like I was really shocked because like we used to live near the beach when I lived in Staten Island in New York City, and we had gone to the beach a couple of times, but he wasn't really like interested in it. But this time, I guess because there was the boardwalk and all the like excitement, and there was like a lot of kids down there,
Right.
and so when we got down to the beach, like he had a great time. We picked out a bunch of seashells because like his grandmother collects seashells, and
Oh, nice.
we got in the water. Like he didn't even want to leave.
Oh, wow. That's great.
But he almost wanted to leave when he was touching the dry sand. So like I had to like work around that a little bit.
Is there one thing you would suggest somebody who's going to Myrtle Beach that they must do when they're there?
I definitely think like they had a bunch of little like stands. I think there's a place called like I want to call it the Peach Pit, but it's like Peaches Burgers, and they have like it's like a little like boardwalk stand, but they have some of the best burgers I've ever had in my life.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to get the name of that. That was our 7 minutes. You heard our timer go off, but that sounds fantastic. I'm having burgers
that
today
sounds
too,
great.
so I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it. Well, thank you.
So can we ask one last question? Where else have you and your family gone that might be good for families, with...
Well, I definitely say that like my top two places that are like really accommodating for kids with autism are one is definitely Walt Disney World, and that's not like financially accessible to everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
The other place
Yes.
that is like really on point with their like accommodations for kids with disabilities is Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey.
Oh, good
And
to know.
I
Excellent.
It isn't like the best place to go in the world, but like they have a lot of like fun amusements for people to do, and like the whole state is like really accommodating. Actually, there's like a lot of stuff that like a kid with a disability can like easily access in New Jersey, and New York's like right over the line.
Right.
Well, those are
Yeah, well-
really good tips for people because, a lot of people they don't know. And like you said, Walt Disney World and Walt Disneyland is kind of financially out of a lot of people's budgets, even without special needs or, that type of thing. So those were excellent suggestions. Thank you so much, Jennifer.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
All right, so that was our 7 minutes, and thank you so much, Jennifer, for sharing this with our listeners. Travel with us through real stories from real people. Thank you again.
Thank you again. Thank you for having me.